And welcome to another episode of DIOTALK. I'm Dio. Let's talk. My guests today are very talented actors from the up film, already out, Fighting with My Neighbors. Give a warm welcome to Rafi Rei, Tara Beavers, Adela Adriana Moscu, and the Beast himself.
Hey, Dane Reed.
Welcome to the show, bro. How are you guys doing?
Good, man.
Doing good.
Good. That's good. So you guys have this awesome project out. It's called Fighting with My Neighbors. It was released on YouTube a couple of weeks ago, which I've literally watched like 15, 16 times before we made all this happen. Let's start with you, Rafael. How was your experience filming this project?
Oh my God, where do I begin? It was just, we were laughing the whole entire time. Like, there was not one dual moment. I connected with everybody in a different way, with Tara, with Dwayne, with Adela, with Zay, with Kenny, everybody. It was just like a different dynamic every time. It was 2 days of filming. It was hot as hell in Philadelphia those 2 days of June. But we made it through. You know, we had good laughter, we had good pizza. We didn't go overtime. Everything just fell right into place, like it was like Tetris, like that game that just falls right into place.
Yeah.
And it was. If I could do it again, I would. And from what I hear, we might be doing a sequel, so that's super exciting.
Oh, congrats!
So I mean, I was hoping from the beginning. When I was reading the script before auditioning, I'm like, wow, this seems like we could do a lot with this. So I was hoping that we could take it forward.
That's awesome. Tara, how was your experience?
I had a lot of fun. It was like a family on set. Everybody got along. We had a lot of laughs. We did a lot of improv. I don't know. It was a great experience, and I just heard that there's going to be a sequel, so I'm looking forward to that. And working.
Oh, that's fascinating. I'm glad. I had Zay here and Kenny and Will recording the day before, and they didn't want to say anything. So I'm happy you guys are reassuring me this project is actually continuing, because the movie was awesome. I enjoyed Tara, your character, very over the top. I like your interactive with Ricky. I'm not sure his real name is. Yours, Rafael, Nick. You're a player. You're getting from both sides. Kudos to you.
Best of both worlds,
Yeah, the Beast. Shit, I haven't shown my wife because she might leave me things out. I'm gonna start petitions to put on for you can put on a shirt, because you gotta leave us for some for us,
That's the camera, man. It's just angles and effects. I don't really look like that. That's just
you're too modest. You're too modest.
It's just
And then you got Adela, Miss Adela, that stole the show.
Yeah.
How was your experience, Adela?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you that you are hosting us and you are helping us promote the music. I have previous experience with you. It was my first time being part of the podcast.
Yes.
And you treated me so well. I mean, I feel like crying now. And so many people enjoyed it. And I stepped into this tonight with such a good feeling that, again, it's going to be a wonderful experience because of your sensibility and the way you allow your guest to behave, to be themselves, be natural, spontaneous. And when one is spontaneous, nothing is premeditated. Therefore, it's the truth from the heart. And that's always so beautiful. So I want to thank you for that.
Thank you for your beautiful words.
And then my experience with Fighting with the Neighbors, it's the first time that I was part of a comedy. And the beauty in my personal experience, this will be always a point of reference. And I think it will be a very difficult act to follow, because I think the beauty of filming this film was the camaraderie, was the combination, the symbiosis, the marriage, if I could say, between being professional. Everyone was professional, on point, doing what they need to do, no matter how many times it had to be done, while having fun. So we were having fun at the same time. We went back, to do what we were supposed to do. And it was so much flowing. It was amazing. It's like, I don't want to say this in public, although, you could put it in public, but I'm almost tempted to say, that's it. I only want to be in comedies. But of course, if someone wants me to be in a drama, cry my heart out and all that, I will take it. But I'm telling you, from a artistic point of view, and being an actress, to have been part of this comedy was phenomenal. I want to thank everyone, all the crew and the cast. I just love them. I miss them. I'm so happy that I'm going to see them within the same film, because of course I could see them in other movies, but they have a different genre or whatever. But I absolutely love all of them. And it was just amazing. The movie dealt with sensitive issues that one has to keep an open mind, and it's the reality. It's a life how it is contemporary. And I think my character was so complex, although Senior Kenny edited out a few things. So I did confront him about that. So if I could go into the character of this woman, Elena Maria is a mess. And that's the reason I came messy, because I wanted to be in character. So it's the dichotomy, this poor woman, it's like she's older and she wants to be elegant and proper, and she wants to go by the book. She wants to respect God and the Bible, or other sacred books that because it's beyond Christianity. There are other religions that respect God. So she's caught in between wanting to portray a good image and be a good person. At the same time, there is a naughtiness to her, and having a toy, so it's like being older and single, and how do you, if you listen to a psychologist or sex therapist, you get the toy. If you listen to the Bible or the whatever, you don't get the toy.
Yes,
if you listen to your friends that are open-minded. So anyway, so she is part of this neighborhood where it's the beauty also of the movie is that it has people from, it's the beautiful diversity that people could have conflict. Yes. They could have conflict, but also they care about each other, and they will survive. And I think they will do wonderful things. So, not to give away the. Anyway, I don't even know what's going to happen. I have my own. Well, your character suggestions.
Yeah, your character's very memorable. It's one of the characters I love the most. So kudos to you.
If you would have seen the pieces that Kenny edited out, I think you would have loved the character even more.
No, I mean, but in every movie, there's spots that you have to delete. So
yeah, maybe they will be brought and all that. But I loved my character. I really loved it, and I think that we touched upon many issues that were not issues that people deal with. It's the contemporary reality of today, and it's important for people to open their minds and embrace the differences, instead of being antagonistic. So I think that the message of the film, this is my interpretation of what the message of the film was, is to learn how to cohabitate with becoming more aware becoming more knowledgeable about what's different. And when you don't understand and maybe you are fearful, then you learn to embrace it and accept everyone for who they are.
Amen to that.
And also, there are different ways to God. It's not only one. So that was the beauty that I absorbed from that film.
No, that's beautiful. I'm glad you're able to sharing all those important point of views. It's beautiful. Dave, was it because like I saw the bloopers, which at the end were awesome. What moment was there any moment that was so difficult to film because it was so fun? Like for you?
All the interactions with Adela, I'd have to say. but no, I mean overall that those bloopers that you saw, it was funny because I could not hear him. Like, he kept saying action, and he must have had like a soundproof door or something because I couldn't hear him. But no, it wasn't, it was a diverse group. We had a lot of fun with it. Like I always said, like it's great when you can shoot something and also have fun at the same time with it. So no, but it was no challenges really. I mean, other than the excessive laughter in between scenes.
Well, that's good, right? Do you find yourself, does the Beast have any similarity with you as a person on a day-to-day?
Yeah, actually,
besides the physical appearance, right?
There was like no script for me. They just showed up to my house on a Monday with Ravi, and we just started shooting. So now I'm joking. Can you imagine? Just his work ethic. I mean, he's kind of he's I don't think he's a very dominant person, the character. I wouldn't say I'm that dominant, and he doesn't really care as far as, I mean, anybody that shows up free balling with no shirt on when a new tenant moves in, he's he doesn't really have a filter. But I would say the only similarities me and him share is really just the working out, the healthy lifestyle, but he's a little more aggressive than me. I'm not that aggressive.
I love because even you had some lines, but even if you didn't have any lines, your character's present was capturing on film. So you did an incredible job. I give kudos
Thanks,
to you,
man.
Thank you, Tara. I definitely loved your chemistry with Ricky. Like you from the moment you walked in that door, saying that they left you waiting for an hour. And that interaction with him, that back and forth, especially when you fell on the floor and you gave the hand so he could pick you up and you just slapped it. How was it working with him?
Well, both of them really. It was great. We did a lot of rehearsals privately and had a lot of fun together. And when we got there, we actually did a lot of improv in that scene.
Yeah.
That day we decided that I was going to be pushed over, and I think he smacked me like in the moment. I don't know if we had agreed upon that. I don't remember too well, and he's like, "Oh, sorry." And then we're like, "No, let's do it. That looks great." And so I mean, it was a lot of improv, and I don't know. I think it was great. I mean, we all got along really well.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Did you like research or watch something to help you prepare for this role?
I watched a lot of stuff. I watched Dynasty, a lot of just like girly movies, I don't know, just tried to come across as like this entitled,
like Legally Blonde type of thing.
Yeah. So I guess I pulled it off. I don't know.
Oh, you definitely did. Rafael, the scenes in the bedroom, was that uncomfortable or just a normal day for you?
The first couple takes, it was a little weird for me, but then I'm like, whatever, we just did it, we got over it, and it came out pretty organically from what I think. No, yeah, it was pretty organic. But the first couple of times it was a little awkward. I was like, mentally trying to prepare myself how we were gonna go on about with that, how we were gonna do it. And then we came up with the idea of doing it under the covers because we wanted to keep a little a little subtle, because at the end of the day, it's not a sex movie, it's not a porno, it's a comedy film. At the end of the day, we want it to be able, everybody to be able to watch it. Not only a specific audience, not only adult audience, we want everybody to be able to watch it. So
yes.
That's why we decided to keep it very subtle and stuff like that, because the story doesn't revolve around that specific moment. It revolves more about every moment. Like, it's all together.
Yeah. When you first read the script, what was your first take on it?
So at first they wanted me to portray Nick to be like very dry, kind of like that character Daria, I believe her name is, from like that. She's like, that's a cartoon from like MTV, I believe.
Yeah.
So when I sent on my audition tapes, I sent like 4 different versions of it, of like which way they wanted to, like how they want Nick to be portrayed. So they ended up going with what we saw on the screen, like more like, like more relaxed, more not so dry, like per se, like Daria. They told me to be more organic, to be put a bit more of myself in it. And that's what we decided to go by. And I'm glad that we went down that path, because everything just was very smooth, like after that.
That's beautiful. Are you still waiting for the pool?
I'm still waiting for that pool. What building, is without a pool, and not every building has a pool. So like, I would love to have the bragging rights to say, hey, my building has a pool in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like false advertisement in that ad, right?
False advertisement. There you go.
That's what it was.
We're missing a pool, a fitness center. We're missing a whole bunch of things, but hopefully we get those in part 2.
Yeah. You never know, right? I definitely enjoyed the culture and the unity. It was so different. Something that you don't see in films often. It's like I the way I explained it to I think it was Kenny, was like it's like a better version, a more modern version than American Pie.
Oh wow.
Which I like, and because it's a short film, but yet each scene was so valuable. Like I couldn't stop laughing. Like at one point I didn't realize a dildo was in the scene. Like when you guys are in the bedroom, it just flew or something like that. Like I was so busy laughing that I couldn't realize what was going on when it came to that.
Right. The dildo was, I think the dildo was a character in itself.
Yes.
They got more screen time than all of us.
Yeah, the dildo was definitely like the glue of all the characters together.
Right,
like the glue was what brought us together and what made us connect with each other at the end of the day. Besides the fact that we're all neighbors.
Very true, very true. How do you guys? What was your take on the ending? Because it was very,
the ending, to me, like I said, from the beginning, I knew it was going to end up as like a cliffhanger. I'm like, we need to do more with this. Like, who knows? Maybe we even pop off into a series one day, aside from just having 1 and 2 films, or maybe make it a trilogy. Who knows how it will end up?
I totally agree. I think you guys should use as a pilot and start knocking on doors. This is the time. Especially we're still at a stage that it's we don't know what's going to happen regarding COVID. So, to see something on Netflix, on Hulu, or one of these streaming services, I think this will be a great idea to bring to the big screen, especially all you guys dynamic. You guys are all incredible. Like you guys were very dominant in the sense of as soon as you entered the screen, you took advantage of your role. And like it came, like if I walk out and start recording my phone, that's how organic it felt watching you guys interact with one another in this film, which I was very surprised, because usually you don't get that in short films. Right. So you guys must have had a hell of a time filming.
Yeah, and it was good chemistry too. I mean, we got along really well. And like we genuinely laughed at each other. Like everything that everybody did was like really funny. So I think that made it easier too. Like the fact that everybody was easy to work with.
Yeah. I definitely enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I just like that we had like a huge diverse cast. You know, we had the LGBT, we had, you know, people of all sorts of backgrounds, you know, all different paths of life. We all shared, we communicated. You know, it was not awkward. Not 1 second was awkward of us being there. You know, even off camera, we were all laughing, connecting, and talking about each other's life story. It flowed. It flowed very organically.
Yeah, I think you guys. I mentioned on the other podcast. I think you guys are breaking barriers, right? Because just because of your so many different backgrounds. Like I was saying, I grew up with like people like Adela's character, which they're very religious. You know, they don't see nothing else. You know, I grew up with people that were still in the closet and had to deal with that trauma of not being able to be themselves. A lot of prima donnas, like Mrs. Beavers' character, like yourself, the Beast. I've met a lot of individuals like you, big and just dominant when it came to physical appearance. Like, I think it starts a conversation that it's able to smooth out and be able to, because to start a conversation you need two people, right? And to understand one another's view, you need to be open. And
Right.
if I had this something like this back then, I think I could have started so many conversations. And you know, maybe some people that I grew up with had a little better experience when it came to life. So you guys should be very proud of what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
And I definitely need
Thank you,
more.
thank
I need more of this because the movie ended with literally with a bang. Somebody got knocked the fuck out. Which I and then somebody became an Avenger and just picked it out, right? I'm not gonna give any spoilers. You gotta go watch it now. It's out now on YouTube. Talk to me about a little bit about that ending scenes. Were you guys were there, right?
Well,
Well,
say that again. I'm sorry.
when I don't know the guy's name. Somebody got I don't want to give too much description, but somebody gets knocked out by something.
Oh, that was Colin. That's the leasing manager.
Yeah. So how
Yes.
was did you guys like had to stop because you were just laughing at the idea?
No, yeah,
I
that part was
wasn't.
hilarious, especially when Tara called Adela, like she like, you know, we did a lot of improv when she was like, "Who is this cougar?" or
Cougar.
something like that. Like this old lady. I'm like, I died when she said that. Like I couldn't hold it in, so we had to like redo that whole scene again. But the ending part was, you know, like since we all knew it, we were like, you know, this is the last scene, we gotta go all out. You know, we sort of wrap things up. Everything was just like extra hilarious. Those last like maybe like the last 2 hours of filming on the last day. And like I mentioned, on a hot Philly day, we were all sweating. You know, we had makeup on, makeup was being sweated off. Like our Tara and Adela, you know, Adela had the wig on, and then like she was probably feeling like so hot with it. It was a hot mess, if I could put it in words, you know.
Oh, I can
especially
imagine.
with the leather pants on. It was
The
really
the
hot.
leather pants, yeah.
I want to mention something.
Yes.
I think that another beautiful golden thread that was weaving through the story, even though it was short, it was the kindness that we see from the character. When Elena Maria faints, you know, two of the characters, the beast, the two hot guys, were like so concerned, you know, what happened to her and all that, in spite of the fact that she was judgmental or she was a certain way. They stepped out of that and they reached out to her, being genuinely concerned. Yes. Then on the part of the Elena Maria, when she wanted to be so careful in dealing with the other female, I mean, obviously it was a confusing situation. So then she corrected herself, like, oh, she didn't want to be offensive to her. So she's like, oh, don't get crazy or whatever. So it was that level of humanitarian type of thing. And also what I liked about Madison, she introduced the element of the educational element. So when her boyfriend was a little bit passive in the presence of someone being offensive to her, she confronted him. So she became a role model to other females that, look, when something happens like that, you step up and take care of yourself, and you confront your boyfriend like, hey, are you going to allow someone to treat me that way? So it was, I like that, the aspect of the humanitarianism, kindness, and also the educational. I definitely think that this film, even though it was a crystal, it was very short, it encompassed humor, education in terms of becoming open-minded, being kind, and how people should interact with each other in a more sensitive and caring way. So I was so pleasantly surprised. It's not that I had a certain expectations. It's like while it happened, while the film was unfolding, because so much stuff was improvisation, we were given that opportunity, which is great, to work with a film director and producer that says, hey, play with it. Let's see what happens. So when everyone played and embraced their character, they went to such a nice depth, and it really created, like, the movie has a soul. The movie is so alive because of the combination of everyone allowing themselves to get into the character and have fun with it.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes,
I didn't look at it as deeply as she did, but everything that she said made 100 million% sense. Like, I totally understand what you mean.
Yes. To be kind by thy neighbor, right? Was it anybody's first time doing a comedy? I know Adela mentioned
First time for me.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first time too.
I think it was all the first time, actually.
Yeah. How was it? Like, is it something you like would continue to do?
We were all virgins.
Oh, how definitely. I think comedy is my genre. I mean, after watching, I definitely see points where I should improve in. But yeah, comedy, I will say, is the most fun. I've been, in drama and like action, small action stuff, a lot of background stuff. But comedy is always the most fun and the most relaxed environment out of all I've been in.
Yeah, man, comedy.
And, another thing that I liked very much was that when the movie was advertised, different people, including Rafi, was saying, please give us feedback. We want to know what you like, what you would like to see. So I think that's so important. It's really engaging the public. Because we do this we had fun, but we do it for the public because comedy is so healing, and we need that, especially in these times of so much tension, legitimate tension, and not certainty about the day tomorrow and all that. How important it is to focus on taking care of ourselves and see some humor. If we cannot do it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, saying, hey, have you seen that movie and all that? So I like that when the concept of involving the audience to say, let us know what you like, because we want to entertain you. We want to bring you what you like and what you need.
Yeah, can you guys share some of your feedbacks? Have you gotten?
Oh yeah, people have loved it. I forwarded to a bunch of people, and they love it. And it's funny. I mean, I loved it too. I mean, I didn't anticipate to be this received so well. I mean, I'm not sure if any of us did. It was the views that we got was. I mean, I thought maybe a couple hundred views. That was it, and just something just to have on the resume. But it really took off, and it did better than we anticipated. So. Everybody that I showed loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, when they see me, what are they gonna say? We didn't like it, So now I'm joking. So
yeah, no, you're right. No, you're right.
No.
You're right.
What they gonna say?
Everybody keeps asking me about Dwayne. Everybody keeps asking me, "Oh, how was that? How was it working with him? How was it working?" I'm like, he's an amazing, chill dude. I kept asking, did you get any fitness tips? I'm like, no, I didn't. I should have, but I was too shy to ask anything about that.
Oh man, stop!
But the only feedback that I got from a lot of the audience was that they wish it was longer. Everybody enjoyed it,
Yes.
everybody liked it, but they're like, oh my God, I wish it was longer. You guys could have made at least an hour. I'm like, I know, but it just ended up being like a 16-minute short film.
I think it was perfect at the time because it's, as you can see, it gives room for so much when it comes to the stories, characters. I think
it's like a pilot.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you, Tara? What was some of your feedback?
Basically that it was too short. I really think that we could make this into a series, like little, like 25, 30-minute episodes, each day in the life of these neighbors.
Yes.
I really think that this could go somewhere. I think people like these characters and want to see more. I mean, the views show that.
Speak for himself.
So,
yeah. I think it's a perfect time because if you think about the consumers, their attention span has dropped. The most they watch 5 to 12 minutes.
Right.
So I think it was for starters to open this box of Pandora and see also other things can come out of it. I think it's really good.
I agree.
How do you guys feel about your performance? Like, do you feel like you need to better in some places, or just like it was just?
I think as actors,
sorry.
No, go ahead, bro. You got it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think as actors, we always feel. Well, let me speak for myself. I'm always self-critical of my performances. Like even looking at this, I'm like, man, everybody killed it, and not me. So that always is going to be there. You're always going to nitpick yourself because we're our own worst critics. But yeah, I always, no matter what I do, I always feel like, I could do better. This isn't my best. So, but that's good. It keeps me striving, to be better on my next one. So
yes, facts.
Yeah, I would agree with that same thing. The same thing he said. We're our own worst critics. I'm like, damn, I should have did this. I should have did that. But I also feel like for if we go ahead with the sequel, I feel like it'll be cool if we all like, we're part of the writing process as well. Each one of us, we could like put ourselves more into the character, and like again, like what makes a film amazing is the organic of it all.
Yes.
So like I feel like if like we are able to like put or certain input into each character better, it could be even better, more realistic. It'll be extra funnier, and I feel like we will have more to work with that way as well.
Yeah.
We all have wonderful ideas. Especially, I will definitely say Adela has so many good ideas. I feel like she was probably the funniest aspect of the film.
Adela's talented, right?
Adela's super talented, and I don't think she knows it. I don't think she knows that she's as talented, but she definitely is. I gave her a ride home a couple of times there. We chatted, we got to know each other. I'm like, she's a genius. She's so smart. She's not a basic person.
No, she's an incredible person.
Thank you so much. You know how it was for me. I'm a recovering perfectionistic. so Zay and Kenny are so relaxed, and so was everyone. And it was a comedy. And I really like, when I analyze it, I'm not even saying, oh, I could improve this and that. It's like I'm going with the flow. Sometimes when you don't have any expectations, and when you allow yourself to be organic, then fun things happen. And friends watch it and they were like, wow, I really like the energy. You're like so jovial and, whatever. I'm like, yeah, because she's naughty, she's religious, my character goes through many, through a range of emotions. And she said, yeah, but that wig was a little bit small. You could see your dark hair. I'm like, listen, she's a mess. She's a hot mess. She's putting the wig. She's trying to have a lipstick, the eye, she's scared, So it's, I think it was so fun to just relax and do whatever. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I didn't realize I was funny. I was just, and what I was thinking, that I don't know other people's experience, but sometimes there can be such a big discrepancy between how you read the script and how you imagine it to be like what we do rehearsal, we did the Zoom, this and that, and then in reality, it turns out to be something totally different, and it's still okay. And I really think that it's important to have fun. If you're not having fun, then why do it? You know, it's like, I forget who said it. They said it in different cultures. Choose something to do. Do something that you have fun, because like that you don't go to work. You do something fun. So
I'm into that.
And then not to have like, oh, I'm going to do this because I'm gonna become popular and someone will discover me and I will make money and all that. No, honor every script and that particular team. We are a team, and
Yes,
we are part of making each other's dream come true. And while, because to make the dream come true, it's like we create a movie, you know, like think like the being happy with little steps. And it was, for me, it was an amazing experience. My heart was so filled with gratitude and love for being given the freedom to be relaxed and doing it, you know, because someone says, hey, you improvise or whatever, but one can, oh, I wonder how this and that. I didn't wonder anymore. I just did it.
Did you know how to play that song on the piano, or did somebody show you?
No, I composed it.
I doubt you composed that.
But listen, not that, you know, the original song, it was something that it was improvised. It was like, Dios mío, ayúdame ahora. You know, like, dear God, help me now, because I was in conflict, you know. I wanted to compose my religious songs. And in the meantime, my neighbors were having boom, boom, having orgasm and all that. So it's like, oh, God, help me now. Now, then he did that. But anyway, so then he put something else. But anyway, there were more religious aspects that were taken out of the film. And which I think they were hilarious, you know, Rafi, you know, when I was giving you the rosaries, praying for you that the ghost.
Oh yeah, they took that part out. I was so sad about that,
I
because
was
I
like,
feel like that would have,
what happened? Why?
that would have been, yeah, they took out a lot of stuff that, oh my God, it would have been,
I
it would
mean,
have ended up being, like I said, like an hour long, and it would have been extra funnier, but
you
I guess
know,
we're gonna have to save that all for the sequel.
Yeah, who knows, you know? I'm like, can you allow me to edit it again? And we have a different editing things, you know, of course, and then I had to be careful, because it's like, am I telling the director what he should have done or whatever? So I don't want to do that. It's just, as actors, you know, maybe whoever is an actor can relate to this. We are on the set and we give our heart and soul. Now I get emotional. We really most of us give it our best, because why do it if you are not real? And then you end up seeing the movie and it's like, where was that piece that, you know, it was a quarter of my heart in it? And so but you know, we have no choice. It's ultimately the decision of the director, how he or she wants the movie to go. And you know, it's like learning to appreciate that maybe the value of it was just that time that we filmed it, and he still has it. So maybe at some point he could have you know, like what it could have done, or other things behind the things that were cut out, you know. So sometimes yeah, I appreciated every second. And I, as I said, I appreciated having, oh God, I cannot use my tenses. For an artist to be given the freedom to put our own interpretation of a character, and even be part of, like, suggest how some things will be done and all that, is so wonderful. And I think that also, I don't know, when you interview the director, if he touched upon that, like how important, were you benefiting? Were you open to the artist suggestions for the movie, or you had your own tunnel vision? And then it would be interesting. Now I'm telling you what to do, you know, how to interview, like, how was he? What kind of director are you?
Well, I know. He said it was his first time directing a comedy ever.
Mhm.
Oh, so he was a virgin too. So anyway,
yes.
it was. I think it was successful because we didn't have any conflicts on the set, no trauma, no reason for me to do my famous crisis intervention. It was just amazing. It was good. It's like, I want to do comedy from now on. Please, anyone who watches this, hire me for being a comedian.
Bro, if this blows up like it needs to, you probably won't have to work for nobody else. This job will be the it job, right?
That's the goal.
Amen.
All right, last question, guys. While filming and after the process of you guys watching it for the first time, was there any like life lessons that you guys learned about yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
I said to myself, I'm going to play less with a toy because it's going to end up in the movie and all advertising. So if my grandkids see it, it's like they will ask, Mommy, what was grandma playing with?
Okay, that's fair.
I think for me, I learned to not take, because in the beginning of it, I was so much in my head about it, and then just to relax more, to take everything less serious. Because when I'm more relaxed, I'm able to memorize my lines better. I'm able to connect everybody better. So definitely to be more relaxed and just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be as hard on yourself, just be relaxed and be in the moment and have fun. Don't cut yourself up, don't criticize yourself. Everybody's here. It was all our first time doing comedies and we're all learning and so yeah. Oh, and I did learn one other thing. It's to be safe on set. There was a little incident with the dildo where I accidentally threw it at Adela and I think smacked her with it. And now I owe her I don't know.
There were 2 incidents.
Oh my God.
Okay, you owe me 2 trips in Fiji Island and some other island.
We just have to be a little bit more careful if we're going to plan out doing something like that, a stunt like that, because you don't want anybody to get hurt on set. And I misunderstood the direction. I thought they wanted me to throw the dildo at her. And so I did. And nobody expected that. And they're like, oh my God, Tara just threw it at her. And
you smacked me with it and it hurt.
It did, I know. I felt terrible.
Yeah, the last thing you want to be known for is being hit and bruised up by a dildo.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody wants to be known for that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's gonna be a meme.
But you just have to be careful, that's all. And so yeah, if I ever make it big, Adela, I will definitely take you to Fiji.
Come on, it's not if, when.
When. Yes.
Yeah.
Speak that to
reality.
reality.
We all just go to Fiji. You'll be neighbors in Fiji.
Yeah.
But anyway, things like that can happen on any set, and nothing major happened, but it's important, the safety aspect, as we saw recently in the news, of using guns or whatever. We didn't use guns, but safety is very important. I mean, someone could be sleeping on a banana peel and fall or whatever. So yeah, it's good to keep an eye for one another, and it's a little bit like playing chess at times, to anticipate, like, if I do that, how to do it in a way that will be safe. But you don't learn unless you experience things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yes. What about you, Dave?
Luckily, it was just a dildo, but
I mean, it's like a baby. It's like a baby's arm, the length of that dildo.
Yeah, that has some weight on it. So
yeah.
No, I
the advantage of being chubby. I'm so glad you. Yes, finally something.
Oh my God.
It's so good to be puffy.
Oh,
Fluffy.
Fluffy,
Fluffy,
TMI.
Fluffy. I don't know what's the word.
Yeah,
Voluptuous.
Dave, you were saying?
Voluptuous.
Yeah, no, it definitely. This is
Oh my
that's what we
God.
dealt with. That's what we dealt with. So
Somebody had good
it
dreams.
was tons of fun. No, I got to see myself in a new light. I know, like I said, this is my first comedy that I played, and I wasn't sure how I'd do in it. So I was pleased with what I did, and I don't know, it just maybe sparked me to maybe do some more stuff. I'm thinking about doing a YouTube channel and putting up, short comedies and things like
Boom.
that. So
Do it. Yeah.
yeah, man. I never had a YouTube, so this kind of is like, I got bit by the bug, so to speak. So that might be my next thing.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, you guys, you guys really did an incredible job.
Thank you.
Like, it's good. And I'm not talking out of my ass. It's good. Appreciate what you guys did, because you guys did more than just a film movie. You actually, little do you know, give it time, you're changing lives, just because it had so much meaning behind it. Sometimes you got to look at between the lines to actually see the message, and each character, I'm happy that it wasn't another stereotype movie. It was full of life, full of color, full of humor. Like, each character has its own personality, which is fascinating. Yeah. It's truly not something you see on TV or these damn streaming services. So you guys should be proud of yourself. And this project and the next, for as long as you guys continue to put in the work in your craft and dedicate towards it and practice it and respect it, because that's the main thing. If you don't respect your craft, then you don't respect yourself. Keep doing it, keep smashing it. And fucking thank you guys for being here. It was an honor speaking to each and one of you, getting to know you guys. The doors here at DIOTALK are always open for each and every you. You guys want to promote, talk about anything, I'm here for you guys. I'm not gonna say I'm your number one fan, but I'm gonna say I'm here to support you guys. And keep doing what you love, man. I'm proud of you guys. Before we go, let the people know where they can find you. We'll start with you, Tara.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. You can just look for Tara Beavers. You can just Google Tara Beavers and you'll find it.
Boom.
So,
Rafael.
You could find me on Instagram at Rafi Rei. So that is RAFI REI.
And Dave.
And that's pretty much it. I don't have any other. I try not to share other social media platforms, but Instagram is what we will use for now.
Got it. All right. Hey, respect that. Yeah. Dave, where we can tell people where they can find you at.
As of now, I'm just on Instagram. It's beware. What is my Instagram? Beware _of great GR the number 8, and then it's Dane DAN, like Great Dane. So
boom.
Yeah.
Adela, tell the people where they can find you.
I may be predictably unpredictable, but I'm always consistent. My artistic name is my real name. So if one Googles Adela Adriana Moscu or just Adela Adriana Moscu, then everything pops up. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, BandLab, so many other things. But I'm always keeping the name.
She got it all.
Yeah. Did your album drop already?
I'm still waiting for the CD Baby to give me a link to give to people so they could purchase it. But,
all right.
Next all in good time. We are living in very stressful times, so everything is delayed. So with all respect to them, when God wants, it will happen, and I'm fine.
All right. Well,
thanks for asking.
Thank you guys for joining me. It's been an honor having you guys here, talking to you, sharing your stories. Go check out Fighting with Neighbors out now on YouTube. If you have not seen it, you need to see it yesterday. Have a good night, guys. I'm out.
Thanks for having us.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Peace.